One Facebook user shared a story of Meghan out for public awareness of what a disgusting human being she really is. The post read, "I'm from Scotland, stayed in Edinburgh for 3 years. During the time I stayed there, Harry and Meghan came to visit. They visited a shop where you pay for a meal and a free meal is given to a homeless, kinda like how Smart works her original project. She drank a coffee, sat for 5 or 10 minutes for a photo shoot and didn't buy a meal. No donation, just visited, drank a coffee and left. Fans were blocked from entering at either end of the street, which is called Rose Street, and no one could greet the couple apart from at Edinburgh Castle, and again 5 to 10 minutes, if that. I worked alongside the homeless that were fed by the company. The owner built small chalets and a plot of land to make a village for homeless people. All this knowledge can be found online. Did they raise awareness of it? No. She used the people that I worked alongside for a brief period for PR, and frankly, she looked disgusted sitting in the cafe as if she were going to catch something inside it. So to all the American people on here I've seen changing their minds about her and suddenly sympathising with her, let me tell you this. Our public has had to deal with her and she's not all that she's trying to portray. It was done as part of their royal family duties. In February 2018, Harry and Meghan visited a sandwich shop in Edinburgh which supports homeless people. Harry walked into the Social Bite cafe rubbing his hands before agreeing with people from the cafe that it was freezing outside. They spent time speaking with co-founders Josh Littlejohn and Alice Thompson before meeting staff and customers. There's a video where Meghan was served a coffee and was shrinking into a corner both in the cafe, talking to the shelter's managers and reps. She had a false smile and looked like she didn't want to associate with anyone that was there. George Clooney, Harry and Meghan's friend, also visited a cafe in Edinburgh to support homeless people. The very same, and look what a real charitable person did. The actor visited the Social Bite cafe, which donates all its profits to homeless people, leaving around $1,000, about £650 at the cafe for the cause. He stayed at the cafe for around 15 minutes and greeted the 200-strong crowd who were waiting outside. Mr. Clooney shook hands, posed for selfies and chatted with fans. Apparently George Clooney has class and manners and Markle doesn't. In related news, Prince Harry was hurt after he introduced Meghan Markle to Lady Diana's sister because they thought his mother had nothing in common with his wife-to-be, according to royal expert Tom Bower. He explained, Harry assumed that Diana's family and friends would see a similarity between Diana and his fiancée. Both, he said, shared the same problems. He was disappointed. No one agreed that his vulnerable mother had anything in common with his girlfriend. More discomforting for him, they thought Meghan would not fit in with the royal family. But despite Diana's family reportedly not seeing a similarity between the late Princess of Wales and Meghan, others reckon the two actually possess similar qualities. Whilst the now deceased Diana was known for a loving nature and empathy that she famously showcased through shaking hands with an AIDS patient to remove the stigma, people have pointed out that Meghan has much alike selfless tendencies. One example has been highlighted as behaviour that Diana would have been proud of, after Meghan vowed to personally search through London stores in search of baby formula for the employee of a pal who was struggling to find any. But this trait was apparently not acknowledged by Diana's family, with royal expert Bower continuing, "The unease was voiced by Charles Spencer, Diana's brother. Spencer cautioned his nephew to reconsider his haste towards marriage. His advice provoked a bitter reaction."